All right, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to take a look at the British Premium Matilda BP Tier 5 Premium Tank. Basically, you have a Matilda with a Churchill turret mounted on top. Same gun, it's the 6-pounder, fires every 2 seconds. 110 penetration, I think it's 75 damage. Yeah. Okay dispersion. It's kind of high, actually, so I have a gun laying drive on it. It probably helps it a little bit, but it's going to be a slow aimer. But it fires every 2.3 seconds, so you kind of have that where you're not totally aimed and firing. Still, you're going to hit a majority of your shots, and the fact that you can fire a bullet in less than 2 seconds really helps the tank kind of punch your opponents down. It's very much like a miniature Churchill is really what it is. Now, you don't have a whole lot of armor. I would say, for me, the biggest weaknesses of this tank are the fact that the front of the turret's flat, and that your mobility is horrible. This really is going to be a base camper because you're not going to get out of base. You have to have a long time to get anywhere in this tank. It's not as slow as the TOG, but it's pretty dang slow. But I do like this tank. It is a good Tier 5 premium tank. It does have premium matchmaking. That's a big deal nowadays because they're getting rid of these. So the next time this goes on sale, even if you're not going to play it a ton, I would recommend popping a little bit of gold out there. I think there's 750 gold when they go on half off, which should be at Thanksgiving this year, and again at Christmas, or Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever. One of those holidays is going to get a half off sale for all of their Tier 5 premiums, if this tank makes it that far. Now, we're about a month away. I think it probably will. They haven't said anything about removing tanks for patch 10 yet, but they might. So just be aware that if this tank is going to go away and you got to buy it full price, I'd still say it's probably worth it, especially if you're going down the British line and you want to train some of your British medium crews. It is the same crew that lines up for the Firefly. In fact, I probably am going to put... I don't know why I have another crew in here, because I have a Firefly that I'm actively using, and then I have some other... What crew is this? Oh, it's the regular Matilda crew, which I don't have anymore, so we're going to... These guys are good. I'm going to keep them, but I'm going to send them to the barracks, and then we're going to put the Firefly crew into the barracks also and move them over. Because we need to train these guys up. They need to get perks. So my Anna Clark. We got Firefly Albert Winters. Now, unfortunately, that means that the tank is not going to perform as nicely as it would with my perked out crew, but... You know, that's okay. This is a Tier 5 tank. It doesn't have to have a super crew, but it does make a difference. So things that would really help this tank out, definitely the traverse speed, for sure. You know, I've got a really tough... And actually, probably these guys, because I have Brothers in Arms on the Warrant Officer, I guess I could retrain her. Maybe I'll do that next. Because I don't really need Brothers in Arms, but I don't know that... I don't think she can... Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't apply to the tank. We'll get to that in a minute. 610 health points, typical of all Tier 5 medium premium tanks. They all have 610. A miserable 190 horsepower, which produces a top speed of 22 kilometers per hour. You're lucky if you reach it. You will reach it, but it's slow. 35 traverse isn't horrible. 75, 70, 55 on the hull, exactly the same as the Matilda 4 for the Russians. 76 on the front of the turret, that's one more than the Russians get. 63 on the side, and 57 on the back. So the turret is weaker than the standard Matilda turret, which is this guy. This guy's got 75s all the way around. So, and it's much better angled because it's all rounded. The British like to go with those flat fronts. Somebody pointed out, and I didn't think about this, but the reason why they like those flat front turrets is because of volume inside. It's volumetric. Now nowadays it's not as big of a deal. They still angle them, but they don't they don't curve them now, because you lose a lot of space when you do that. So having the square turret allows you to store more things in there and really kind of have more room to work. But at the same time, it makes it easier to penetrate. So one of the things that makes this tank very different than either the regular Matilda or the Matilda 4 is the gun. Now, while the gun is similar to the British version of the Matilda, just the stock Matilda, not stock, but the British line Tier 4 Matilda, is that they both have 110 penetration. They both have the high rate of fire. However, this tank has 20 more damage per hit, than the Tier 4 Matilda. So that makes it more of a killer. You can definitely do more damage and kill things faster because you're doing 20 more damage every time you shoot. However, it pales in comparison to the 110 damage that the Matilda 4 does if it penetrates. One of the weaknesses on the Matilda 4 side is that the Matilda 4 only has 86 penetration, so you're going to have to fire some gold to get it up to 102, and it's if you watch my review, I'm putting up a review this week also with the Matilda 4, and you'll see kind of the differences in how they play. Both of these tanks have excellent gun depression. Both of these tanks will benefit from playing hull down. You really want to keep them away from being out in the open. If you go out in the open with this tank, chances are you're going to take some hits. Same holds true for the Matilda 4. However, the Matilda 4 is at least a little bit faster, so you're exposed for less time. But this tank really is slow. And if you get out in the open, you're in the wrong place with this tank. You're just going to get torn up. Another thing that's kind of a problem with this tank is even though you can fire off all those shells super quick, we have an issue with only 55 rounds. So you're going to go through ammo like crazy. And if you're not careful, you might run yourself out of ammo. I've actually had battles, and I've posted them in the Lucky section, possibly even in my last review of this tank back in 8 whatever, where I actually had 4 rounds left at the end of the battle. So you do run out of ammo in this tank. That is another limiting factor. But like I said, it is a fun tank to play. Let's go ahead and get this out here and get it running so you guys can see how it runs. One can only hope that it'll never happen. I was going to whine him. It doesn't matter. Oh. The thing that sucks now is that even at Tier 5, you still see the same like 3 maps over and over again. And for people that have been playing for 2 or 3 years, this is a really bad idea. What they should have... They should have gone through and looked at, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh. They should have taken a look and seen... I should probably go... Man, it's all tank destroyers. They should have looked at people's battle count and said, if you have under 5,000 that's how they should have done it. They should have limited maps by battle count and not by tier. Like, if you have 40 battles, then you need to be only on these maps. But if you have 16,000 battles, like me, we're not going to make you see the same map over and over again. But that's what they did. So what happens is it just makes the game more boring. I don't want to say it's boring, but you know what I'm saying, guys? It's like the same map over and over and over and over. And it's just like, oh my gosh, guys, please. Give us something to look forward to, Instead, they just give us the same crap over and over again. And it's kind of frustrating. And they don't care. I mean, the bottom line is, we can whine and complain about it all we want. We will never see a change in that. It's always going to be like that. Because they don't care. They really don't. This is how we're making the game. Sorry. The BDR. I love it. Critical hit. Great.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle is destroyed. Observation device.
Who did that much damage to my tank? Oh, M4, of course.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Whoa, I don't know what my kids are doing upstairs, but it's loud. Churchill 1. So far, it looks like we're doing okay. But gosh dang it, if that M4 didn't do mega damage to my tank. Well, I don't know what their team is like YOLO Central here.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
A20 killed me. Ugh, nice gold fling. Well. These guys did a great job, though. The BDR, I mean, he can't last much longer, but he's done great. So, yeah, right there's one of the problems with the BP. Now, I didn't have an opportunity down here to get hull down, unfortunately, and you really don't have enough armor against any of these tanks, so, wow. We're probably going to lose this, even though it was going so well. These guys totally missed the whole thing in the middle there. Go back. It's too late. They're going to push, of course, because it would only make sense to go back and defend the base. We still have tanks up there. We got a Wolverine. The Grant, I don't know, but the Wolverine, he could stop them. You have to work with the Matilda, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. Wow, what a day. I just spilled coffee all over my keyboard. That's what I get for... I had it up front. Usually I put my coffee behind my monitor, and I had it sitting in front of my keyboard. That's what I get. I said some bad words. Hopefully I have edited them out by this point. Yeah, so... that was a sucky game. I got totally owned by a freaking A20, of all things. Got a gold-flinging A20. There's no way that guy penetrated me with a stock gun. And still, you can see how bad I did, and then I still was... whatever. Yeah. Okay, so starting off with a bad game, maybe we'll get a good one. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. In the last battle, I was complaining about the map, seeing the same freaking map over and over again. Here we go. Here's Ruinberg. This is just dumb. You know, I mean, I've put a lot of money into this. My viewers have put a lot of money into this. We've all, you know, spent money on this game, and they reward us by screwing us out of maps. Here, we're going to make the game... We're going to vastly change the game by making it boring. By making you see the same 3 maps. I just don't understand the thought behind it. I really don't. I get the whole beginner thing, but once again, do it by numbers. Oh, you have 40 battles. Okay, you're only going to see 2 maps. You got 16,000 battles. Okay, you're going to see all the maps that you saw at the beginning. I just don't get that mindset. They really screwed up. I think on this one, they pretty much... I don't want to say I'm going to quit the game, but I don't play it much anymore. I really don't. I play it to do my reviews for you guys, and sometimes I go on there to have fun, but I'm kind of tired of seeing the same thing over and over again. It's just, and the teams have gotten worse as time goes on, and it's becoming, it's not fun anymore, you know? And sadly, I think there's a lot of people that agree. There are times when it is a lot of fun. And I'll tell you what, when I get my friends on here, Black Chicken's up, you know, and he platoons with me. I get to platoon with Mr. Mean and with, you know, Colonel Tiny and like some of these other guys, you know, John Braun, all my guys, all my clan mates, you know, and you know, I get these guys on here that I have time to platoon with, and they have time to platoon with me, and you know, it works out. Then it becomes a fun game. But when you have the same thing happening over and over again, and the teams are just all terrible, it sucks. And I'm kind of tired of it. I will. What the heck was that?
That whole thing.
I feel like none of them went into the city. Where did all their team go? I don't want to push too far because I'm going to get myself in trouble, but... Okay, we got a friend, so now I'm good. We can push. Watch to your left, guys. Watch the left. They're all looking right because that's where the enemies are. Ambush.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is hit. That one bounce.
Okay. So we got the Chinu here. This guy's back there. I don't want to push up too much.
You guys are cleaning and working, right?
Enemy armor is damaged.
That was a really low roll. The Chinu can rip me up, though. He's got a gun that can penetrate me pretty easily.
We've damaged them.
I don't know what I keep hitting up front here. I must be hitting the fence posts. Dang it, come on.
Enemy is hit.
Alright, so I think we have this pretty much under control. Whoa! Who killed this dude? Amex. Okay. Well. still hit him? Nope. They got that VK. There's no way they're not going to be able to stop the VK. So I'm getting hit by, what, an Electo? Gotta get out of here. Try to get to cover. Really? You need help with a cruiser? Yeah, he doesn't have much health left, but these guys are looking for me. I'm scared because I pull out and, you know, the artillery's waiting for me. He's got this corner all aimed up. Yeah, and sure enough, he's looking right at me.
Enemy is hit.
Hopefully I'll hit him right when he fires.
Penetration.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Oh, what the heck, guys? Come on. Seriously? You're shooting at my back?
No, listen to where you put your seats.
They're next to the steering wheel on the left.
We've damaged them.
On the left, next to the steering wheel.
Which car?
The van. They're in that little glove compartment box that has the change in it. My wife needs my business receipts. Upstairs on my desk. M37's still firing here, so...
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's gonna roll back. He doesn't want to... I probably should be able to kill him, but he's derping, so I don't know.
That one didn't go through.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got good angles, so I need to...
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I'm done for. I gotta get out of here. Oh, I had a good game. 6 kills. Oh, the artillery's still out there. I'm giving it up and sitting here. Open target. Look, in this one battle, I've already gone from 2-second reload down to 1.99, so my crew is getting better. You think?
Enemy armor is hit.
Shooting at me, huh?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Goodbye.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That's me. Call me Arthur BP, killer of artillery. Alright, I gotta pause. Alright, so that was a much better battle than the first one, though I still didn't do a whole lot. And that's how I feel with the BP, because it's so slow, I feel like a lot of times I'm late to the party. With the Matilda 4, I feel like I'm in the party. With this tank, I feel like I'm just a little behind the curve. And I still got a good score, though, 38,000. It's not great, but second highest score with 1,000 damage. I will say that this tank has a higher damage potential than the Matilda 4. But I think that... can you hear my front door? That's that clicking sound. My spring broke. I have to go to the store today and pick a new one up. The casing popped open and the spring is like, every time you open the door, it goes... Sounds like a roller coaster. So I feel like I got 2 kills in that battle. I mean, honestly, they're pretty... I'd say overall they're pretty tied. In fact, if we look at my average experience... In fact, we didn't do the service record on this, so let's take a real quick look at the service record. Stats. And we're going to take a look at the service record here. My Matilda BP... Yeah, it's not as good. It has a... It's got a 55% win rate, and it's got only at 71 battles. So I'm at 60% with my Matilda 4. But I'm doing 529, same experience per battle that I'm doing in the Matilda. Maybe a little teeny bit lower in the Matilda BP than the Matilda 4, but it's not bad. And the tank itself, like I said, my maximum experience, my maximum damage, and my maximum kills are higher in this tank than they are in the other one. Probably because the gun fires so quickly. But I don't know. I like the play of the Matilda 4 better. And I'm able to carry more often in the Matilda 4, probably because of the mobility. This tank just can get caught out pretty easily because it's so slow, and you're like crossing the road, crossing the road, crossing the road, crossing the road. It's like, oh my gosh, just get across the road. Oh. All right, let's go to another battle. Oops, my keyboard's still off. Yeah, love my keyboard, love it. Once again, the preferential. Once again, the I can't say it. Once again, the preferential matchmaking kicks in. I was listening to this. I recorded this hardcore band back in the 90s, and the singer had this line in the song where he said it had the word blasphemy, and he kept on saying blasphemy, and he was like, oh, blasphemy. I mean blasphemy. He just couldn't say it. It was so funny. He had to record it like 17 times before he actually got it right. Why is everybody pushing the back of my tank? Knock it off. All right. Damn, down to 1.97 on this battle. So I told you it was under 2 seconds, and it is. And it's just because my crew was not 100%. I have a feeling by the time we're done with today, my crew will be ready to start their first perks for the Firefly. And like I said, I'll probably have to do Brothers in Arms. I don't think I can change that. The other one, that one girl, I don't think you can change her Brothers in Arm perk. I think it's an intuitive. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know. Whoa, nice shot. How did they kill that guy? I love it when these guys go around into the city. Like, why are you going up in there? I don't really want to go over here, but I think we need to corner this guy. Keep him pinned. I'm going to see if I can help over here. I'm spotted. Uh-oh. Are we losing the middle already? Yeah, I think I did need to go here. I can't really push out. I'm going to try to help this Churchill, though. Oh, come on. Don't miss.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Don't.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
I have got to get out of here. This is artillery's going to be all over me. Look at all these guys sitting at base. What are they doing? I don't. These teams today are horrible. Of course, it is a weekday, so I shouldn't be complaining, but they are horrible.
Critical hit.
Nice miss.
Penetration.
I'm just going to move in here. Going to side scrape for a little bit. This guy's going to try to get out of here. Okay, we got that house blocking those other guys.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And here comes the artillery fire. I'm going to pull in. Something bounced off. Ugh. Ah. Thanks, stupid SU-5. Made her shush. Easy, boy. My son's having a conniption. Goosey, you share with him, honey. This is what I get for recording it. I really need to get this computer back up in my office. I love being downstairs and playing, but crapsicles. And of course my observation device is busted, so I can't see anything. But we got these guys pretty pinned down. Oh, big hit on the T-28. How did I spot him with my stupid...
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
I think we got an AFK here.
We didn't even scratch them.
That's right, I'll farm it.
Enemy armor is hit.
Mm-hmm. So, that was a good game. Despite angry maters. And a nice hit on the SU-5. SU-5 got me pretty good. So, there's the T-80. I think I just spotted him, which is fine. I don't think I'll get the kill, but maybe. I'm the closest one, but I'm also the slowest one, so everybody else has a... That PZ-4H will probably outpace me getting up the hill. This guy, he's like... Look at that, right past me. This thug gets him. Alright, well that was fun. And so, not a great battle, but not a bad battle either. Once again... Yeah, I feel like this tank just does not damage as much as the other Matilda. I feel like I'd pull down about 1,000 a battle, or I'd get nothing. This tank, it's kind of more like under that, because it only does 75 damage a hit. But I'm in the top 3. I'm okay with that on tier 5. Woohoo! I got a lot of spotting damage. Jeez. Probably got more spotting than actual. No, 534. Whoa! Mater! But we made some good credits here. Now, I had 1.5 million when I started this review. I'm already up to 1.7 between this and the Matilda 4, so it's pretty good. I'm happy. All right, so let's go ahead and do... And once again, this crew is not 100% yet, so having a crew that is going to have all the perks is going to help this tank quite a bit. It is going to be nice when I get a better crew in here. In fact, we could take some of these guys out and put a slightly better crew in here. One of these guys is missing. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I should. Why don't I? I don't understand why I didn't retrain these guys for the. What was I thinking? These guys all have like perks. I'm gonna retrain these guys for the Firefly. This is just stupid that I'm using those other guys that don't have any perks on them. Like, what was I thinking? Huh. Okay. Well, next, off we go. Actually, well, the Crusader guy is probably gonna go when I buy the Comet. These guys probably need to go into the Crusader. Or Comet, I mean. So, okay, next battle. Last battle. Ugh, tier 6. My son John just told me, he's like, I gotta go potty, Dad. I'm like, good. I'm like, go get in there. He's learning how to go potty on the toilet. And so he just, like, in the middle of the living room, pulls his pants down and then starts walking to the bathroom with his pants down. I'm like, you know, you can wait till you get in the bathroom. I love kids. Oh, it's like a never-ending source of entertainment. I do not know where to go. This is going to be a harder battle, obviously. Tier 6. Any tier 6 tank is going to rip this thing apart.
Let's get this show on the road.
Honestly, part of me wants to go up the hill, but I think I'm better off. I don't know. Let's see where people go. These guys are all going that way. It's good. I hate when people do that, but oh well. Tog's going to the right. I'm just going to go up the middle. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stupid. How'd it go, Mater? Oh, I gotta get going after this. I have to I'm meeting my friend in Chicago to do a wedding. I have to go drop my bags off to him today. I told him I'd be there by 1. It's already like 1:30. He's like an hour away. He has to leave at 3, I think, so. Well, I guess they all went this way, huh? Yeah, you'll see. He's calling for help now. Well, you did go kind of far out there, buddy. Yep, and here I'm rolling forward and I can't back up. Once again, I'm screwed.
Enemy armor is damaged. We didn't penetrate their
What?
armor.
And here comes the artillery. I need to just keep rolling straight back and hopefully he misses. Wow, their KV-220 YOLO'd. Isn't that weird, though? Like, my keyboard, it's got to be a lag problem. That's the only thing I can think of. Hopefully the 220 will be dead, but I'm going to... Push up this way. These guys are going to get torn up too, though, because they're exposed. We have all these tanks sitting down here that... Do we lose our Biss? Nope, he's still alive. That's good. Good news.
Ricochet. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Come on, keep hitting him.
We've damaged them. Ricochet. We didn't even scratch them.
Well, at least somebody hit him. Oh, and there's the M44. Told you.
You'll have a hard time hitting anything.
Yeah.
Injured.
He got my driver and my gunner. God dang it. I got to pick the driver because this tank, it can't even move without the driver. So I need to change positions now, obviously. The artillery's choosing to pick on me. I'm okay with that, though. We killed the tank and we did some good damage to that KV. Wow, that was a big hit. Whoever fired that. Probably the OI, huh? I love this tank. Yeah. Like I said, you are an arty magnet, though. And I was sitting still trying to kill that KV, and sure enough... Hetzer's getting angry. Everything is sticky from my coffee spill. My mouse. Ugh, I'm going to have to clean all this stuff off again. I ragged it off once, but it's still sticky. Ugh, I'm spotted. Great.
That one didn't go through.
This guy's probably going to kill me. Try to get his hull down as I possibly can. Whoa. Crap. I was hoping he wouldn't see me, but here comes death.
Enemy hit. Turret jammed.
Well, it's been nice knowing y'all. I killed him. I bet you I got the spotting. Yeah, I did. Oh, I've got a repair kit. What am I doing? I'm just going to leave it.
Try rotating the turret slowly. It should be working now.
It should be working now. Thank you. Try rotating the turret. Look how slow this tank is. This was a ridiculous last battle. I can't believe... I'm going to score pretty well because I've gotten some spotting damage for this, so... I cannot believe the T-150 didn't shoot me, but he didn't see me. So... You know, I didn't appear until after he decided to aim the other way, so he didn't see me in the bushes there, and I lucked out. That was RNG right there, folks. I blame RNG for that good battle. Now, I didn't make a whole lot of money, but my experience was pretty good. Not great, but hey, you know what? For one of the bottom tanks, I scored pretty high. I'm happy with that. Not great, but 384, it's above my average. Personal average, thank you. 26,000 brought home. 688 spotting damage. So I was scouting in my Matilda BP. Yeah, so once again, you know, it's not the greatest tank in the world. Don't expect to have the best games ever, especially now. It definitely has gotten some power creep. That is an ongoing issue with this tank. I mean, you're going to run into that with these older premium tanks because there's a lot of new tanks out there that are just better. The OI is a perfect example. The OI XP just tears this thing apart. The OI XP is going to... If he can get through, he has some penetration issues, but with a 390 or 380 damage, he's going to take away half your health in one hit. And, you know, it's slow, so it's an arty magnet. You saw that in the last battle there. But, you know, especially if you can get this thing half off. The thing that I'm going to say to you is the same thing I said for the Matilda 4. It's a tank that is going to be going away soon. Don't expect it to be here I'm surprised it's still here, to be honest with you. I would think by the end of 2015, maybe into early 2016, we're going to see this tank pulled out in one of the next patches. They're pulling out all the pref matchmaking tanks, though there still are several pref tanks in the game, including the Black Prince, including the Matilda 4, including the Excelsior. These tanks are all still viable, and they're still in the game. But I have a feeling these tanks are going to get pulled. So they may not have pulled the Excelsior yet, because the Excelsior actually is one of the newer, if you will, premium tanks. Like less than 3 years old, I think. It came out fairly recently, though fairly recently being 2 years ago. But it's newer compared to some of these other tanks. But I gotta tell you, I'm kind of surprised this tank and that the Matilda 4 are still in the game. But they are. So as long as they're here, grab them. You know, if you see that they're coming up and that they're going to remove it from the game, don't hesitate to purchase them. If you see them go on sale for half off, definitely that's the time to get them. You know, if you can get them for $750 gold, you can get them both for, you know, the same price as one. So I recommend doing it that way. Then you're looking at, you know, $8 or $9 of gold, and you've got two really decent premium trainer tanks. They're fun. They do require some skill to play. They're not easy to play by any means, but they can make some money, and they're fun to play. They really do okay. And once again, you saw that with a better crew. You know, I didn't notice a huge difference. Of course, these guys, they're better as they all have brothers in arms except for one guy. So, and once again, that doesn't do you any good. But I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all on the battlefield. Hopefully my keyboard will be working better then. Bye.